Hey, welcome to AntLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
And today we're going to play Escape
Plan.
Plan.
We're such criminals.
We are indeed.
Still.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of criminals lately.
We have. It's been fun.
Okay.
So, Escape Plan is an action point allowance tile placement game, little tableau building.
Sure.
For 1 to 5 players, designed by our good friend Vital Lacerda for Eagle Griffin Games. Plays in about 60 to 120 minutes.
All right. After the break, join us at the table and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome back. Here we have Escape Plan set up for 2 players.
Our escape plan.
Plus Sandra. So it's 3 players. And we'll explain that in a moment. So what is Escape Plan? Escape Plan is a game about criminals.
Us.
And we are the criminals here. So we had just robbed a bank. We had gotten away with it. Went out into the city. Made a lot of lucrative investments in the local businesses. Stashed bags and bags of money around town. And we're living the good life.
Well, except we're being chased.
Well, somebody snitched.
Yeah.
Right? So there was a breakthrough by the feds. And now they're on to us. So we need to get out of Dodge. But we've got to collect as much of our money that we have tied up in these businesses. We've got money stashed in lockers. We've got to get our money and get out. We've got 3 days. The dragnet is closing. The SWAT's closing down exits to the city. There are going to be 3 exits that we can get out of.
Yes.
So what are we going to do? We'll show you. So take a look at the board. This is Escape Plan in prototype.
Yes.
This is not,
oh, yeah, that's right. It is prototype.
This is a prototype. It looks good for a prototype, but it's a prototype nonetheless. So what do we have? Here is our board where the city tiles are going to be laid. And at the very beginning of the game, you start out with these 2 basic starting tiles. They're randomly situated, but they're both facing in a certain direction. Now, each land tile has different sort of, called like landmark-ish or just a land graphic. So they've got water, grass.
Terrain types, kind
of.
yeah.
So it's terrain. That's the word I was looking for. Sometimes I can't
land graphics.
Can't use my words. So that you have this sort of, I guess this is like housing or like community. Yeah, you've got water, you've got grass, you've got some, I guess, blacktop or pavement, like parking lots and like shopping areas. So each tile has all sorts of different locations. Like in the example, this is the main tile. This is where like the hospital is. Now nothing... this one tile, like police don't ever come here, so it's like the only safe tile in this entire game. The second tile, though, if you notice, has a little meeple on it. So the black meeple represents the SWAT team. So there's a SWAT member on there. We'll explain how that goes in a second. You also have what is called a gang and gang members and a shopping center. So at the very beginning of the game, you're going to have those 2 tiles set out, and we're going to be drafting more tiles and placing them onto the board each day. Again, just 3 days. But around the board, there's going to be locations that come out that we're going to be identifying as certain businesses.
Right.
So, for example, all of these purple and blue like sections of the board are for different types of businesses. So you've got like a casino, you've got like a bar, a restaurant, a gym,
a
discotheque, and a studio. That's upside down. So these are going to come out onto the board, and there are locations that we have stashed money. These other 3 are safe houses, and those safe houses are also going to be places we can go to get certain items and benefits, right? All along the way. We'll go through that as we go. Along the left side of the board, you'll see a stack of 7 cards. That's the offer for our contacts that we're going to be establishing throughout these 3 days to try to help us get out of the city. And again, we'll talk about some of the other little detailed stuff later. Over on the right, you've got equipment tiles that we're going to be able to purchase. You've got 3 types of lockers, the green, black, and brown. Those are lockers where we stashed money.
Right.
And we're going to try to get some of that money out.
Yeah.
There are gas cans that we'll be able to get throughout the game that help us with movement. This is the supply for the gangsters. And this is our main round track. So you've got 3 rounds per day. Well, technically 5, but 3 are guaranteed. And you've got the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. And those are where we do all of our activities. And over here is our notoriety track, where it's kind of good, but it's also kind of bad to become notorious because that's how the cops are getting on to us.
Right.
All right. So that's it for the main board. And we'll go again. There's too much to teach
as always,
right now. So
Even in this light Lacerda game.
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't even call this light. So, for setup, for the 2 players, we've got Sandra. Sandra comes with her own AI deck, and it's very, very simple.
She's out of the card manufacturing business now.
Right, and she is now a police investigator or an inspector.
Yeah.
Police inspector. I don't know what that does, but that's what she is. So I'm the green player this time.
Yep, and I'm orange.
You're orange, so it doesn't really matter. It's just what
we're just switching it up a little bit.
we are. The colors are always a little bit different with the tool art.
Yeah.
So these are the best ones that we could find that showed up on camera. We each start with $9,000, and that's hidden in our little duffel bag from each other because we don't really want to know. Well, we do want to know, but we don't really want to let the other players know how much money we have. At the start of the game, we've each gotten one randomly drawn escape plan. And on the back of these escape plans, there's going to be a breakdown of the 3 different types of houses or businesses, right? You've got your purple ones, the blue ones, and the red safe houses. And it tells you how much money or income is stored at each location. So if you visit that location, you get to claim that. And that's how you're going to generate points for end game, assuming you get out of the city, because that's where you can actually get those points. Up here, what I forgot to cover, is this is the police exits. These are the exit cards. There are 6 of them, 2 for location 1, location 2, and location 3. One of them has been randomly pulled from the game. Mm-hmm. So whichever one only has 1 card is the only exit that doesn't get shut down, and that'll be revealed on day 3.
Right.
And that'll be the day we try to get out.
Yep.
And finally, on our player board, we'll go over this very quickly. So you've got these action tokens that are sort of inactive right now. We'll be able to unlock them and move them over to the left side. We'll be able to pay to use them one time to allow us to sort of evade the cops and do some other cool stuff. We have an income track. We'll show you how that works. We have a rest meter. We'll show you how that works. You're allowed to take up to 3 wounds before you start to really get penalized by the police, and we'll show you how that works as well. But for all intents and purposes, this main board has really 2 important areas. The lower section is where we're going to keep our contacts, and at the start of the game, we're only allowed to have 2.
In our back pocket.
Right in my back pocket. That's where you want your contacts, in your back pocket. So right now we can hold 2 until we start unlocking these other tokens and getting them off the board. And up here is where we can store our tiles. And the tiles are going to be equipment cards, equipment tiles, fixer tiles, locker tiles, exit tiles, and they all have to share this space. And they're all...
And there's not enough space.
There's just not enough space. But... you'll see how we try to figure that out as well. I think that's about enough rambling on about what we're doing. So, like I said, we're going to do 3 days, 3 rounds, or 3 to 5 parts of a day, and you'll see how that works as well. But I think we should just get started and start playing.
Let's do this.
All right. All right. So, let's begin. So, how does the phase go, right? Mm-hmm. So each day, we're going to start with a number of phases, and we are going to start by getting income, but at the first round, we already have money, so we're not going to get income again. But now, we've already revealed... oh, no, we have to reveal our patrol cards now. Mm-hmm. So this is going to tell us... we're going to draw 2 cards from the police deck, and we're going to reveal which locations...
1.
So we have 1 card for 1.
And 2.
And 2. So now we know that 1 and 2... could potentially
close down,
or be.
It's
really
like they're getting more evidence that that's like an exit we could take. Or
yeah, they're
making their arrangements.
They're trying to. So these are already being squeezed. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's not the location, but I guess statistically speaking, one of them probably is not.
Yeah.
All right. So just something to think about. It gets a little. Next day will probably tell us a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. So that's just something to keep in mind. And these aren't the locations of the exits. They'll come out on the board. Mm-hmm. When we start doing tiles. Now, so we're going to be placing city tiles. So in turn order, so Frances is first. Mm-hmm. She's going to draw one of the 4 already prepared and revealed city tiles.
Yes.
And she's going to have to place it. Now, the placement rules, while she's selecting, I'll go over that real quick. It has to touch, each tile you place has to touch 2 tiles. Mm-hmm. And you have to match at least 1
land type,
terrain type.
Okay, so we'll bring this over here.
All right.
For example.
She made a giant parking lot.
I did. Yes. All right, now how this works. Yeah, I really don't want to have a helicopter there, but oh well. So this revealed this helicopter guy who's going to help us with movement. And then it also revealed a location of a safe house. So now I'm going to select a safe house to populate on the map.
So that's your choice. what safe house it is.
So all the stuff will come out eventually.
Eventually, but
in the wash.
It all comes out in the wash, yes. So that's where safe house location number 3 is. And everybody has different stash at these locations, so you may want to visit one more than the other. So now it's my turn. I'll probably bring out, let's bring out the bottom tile there. Yeah, that business tile.
Okay, where do you want to put it?
Sure. Let me see. So I will probably bring this over here.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so now we've got those connecting, and we are good. It's kind of a waste of that tile, though.
Yeah, it
Maybe,
stinks.
nah.
Unless you can connect it with water on one of the other sides, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not too bad. Putting it that way.
Actually, no, it's not. Well, the reason
way.
I'm being a little selective here is because this is a ferry tile. This has an F.
Mm-hmm.
So any water touching that water has a ferry, so you can cross it.
Right.
Otherwise, it's kind of tough. You kind of lock yourself in.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I've got a business. I'm going to put the bar there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take the bar, and this is where the bar will be located. And it is your turn.
Okay. And I think I'll take this guy then. Bring him out. Maybe I can either connect it here.
Right, so that whole waterway is
So
now.
that whole waterway would become. That would close it off.
That would, yeah.
Or I could put it up there. I'll put it down here.
Okay.
Same.
Same. That's kind of tough to get to it now. It's weird.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
How's it hard to get to it? Because it's all ferry now.
I guess so. Right. That's true.
Yeah.
You could travel through that whole waterway. And we'll show you how movement works and why that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a gang headquarters. So 2 more gang members are coming out. No, they're not. And you have to choose a business.
The disco club.
So the discotheque is out. And I get the last tile. So I will put this.
So many cops.
I know. I'll put that right here.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I'm going to put out safe house number 2, please.
Okay.
And that's where safe house number 2 is going.
Okay.
So that's it. But there's a lot of cops out, right? So
Yeah.
you've got, and the cop types, they're not stronger or weaker than each other, and they don't actually stand on any one particular part of that tile. They cover the whole tile.
Right.
But it's just good to know what color their meeple is. So you've got county cops, you've got the feds, the federales,
And SWAT.
And the SWAT. So the feds are red, I believe, and the county cops are blue. But again, it doesn't really, they don't have different strengths. They're just what you use to avoid them.
Right.
So we've done all that. So then we reveal the next 4 tiles on the top, and then we're going to draw new police to populate those new tiles for next round.
Okay.
So some of the exits are coming out now.
Yeah.
We've got another gang, 2 more gangs actually, which is pretty good. So we'll draw from the top
so
down.
There's 2 exits.
So there's the top down. You just draw 2 police for each tile. And if you ever have matching colors, you put them there, but you actually pull one of them back and put it in the bag, and you do not draw another.
Right. That's good.
Yeah, so we've got a pretty big population coming out. So that was the city tile phase. Now we adjust order of notoriety. So being that we all are tied in notoriety, the rule is they all swap positions. And this is so that when you place tiles, you actually change the order of actually when you get to go first. All right, here we go. So we are now on turns, so we can start taking our actions. But Sandra
is going to go first.
Oh, she's going first. So she has her own deck, as we said before, and we just start flipping cards until we find a card with a location that matches the location that's on the board. So Safe House 1 is not out, so we keep drawing. Supermarket A is not out. We have C and D. Exit 2, no exits are out. Exit 3, restaurant, not out. The bar, that is out. So she is going to go to the bar. So she's going to go to the bar, and she places one of her cubes in the bar.
Yes.
In the white section of the bar, which really doesn't matter for us, but it's just to indicate where she's going. So now she's at the bar, and she's going to do a couple things. So her Notoriety. Now, one thing to keep in mind in this game, you don't move your notoriety anywhere except on your track over here. And at the end of the day, we adjust where our...
Because it does influence what you're able to do on your turn.
Right. Well, not the end of the phase, I believe, this part of the day. So we are actually in the morning of day one, right? So we get to put her up one. So she's going to be potentially going up one. Other things could happen to knock her down.
Right.
But that's how it is. So next, she's going to get rid of the bottom 2 contacts on the contact track. Remove them from the game.
Yep.
Everybody else is going to slide down, and then that's it for her. So this card is now done, and it goes out of her stack because she only visits each location once. Same as us. We can only visit each location once. We're going to shuffle this up for her next turn, but that's all she is going to do. So it's very simple what she does.
Okay, so you're up.
All right, so I can... Yikes. All right, so you have two options of what you can do on your turn. You can move, and you get to move up to 2 spaces, right? Or 3 spaces, rather.
Well, you have like 3
move actions. Or you could
we'll explain how that works.
Rest, which is probably something you may or may not even decide to do.
I've never done it.
Yeah, it's not really great to do that. So I think to start things off, I'm going to also head to the bar. So I am green. So the way you move, it costs you a point to move into a new terrain. So one movement. But when you're in that terrain, you can cross any other location and travel across that terrain for under the same movement point.
Right.
But to move into a location, it costs you another point, 2. So that was 2 movements of my 3. So I'm done moving. So now you have to check to see if the police, to evade the police.
Right.
And you only have to evade police in a tile you're leaving.
Right.
I left this tile to come here. There were no police there, so I don't have to evade anybody.
Yeah.
I will when I leave this tile, though.
Right.
Granted, that cop is still there.
Yeah.
But that's it. So I'm visiting a location. So I take a token, one of my income tokens, off of my board, and I put it in that location depending on what my escape plan is telling me. And my escape plan is telling me for the bar, I'm going to I have money stashed there for end game.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put it down here on the bottom. If it were income, I would put it up here and I would generate income this round, or this part of the day. So now that there's 2 visits in a 3-player game, 2 to 3-player game, 2 visitors to a location
sucks so bad.
Is too big of a financial drain because we've pulled our money out, that the location is now closed. We shut that bar down. Players can go there if they have a key.
Yeah.
So you'll have to get a key from somewhere.
Darn
And
it.
I also gain 1 notoriety because I stopped at a location with another player.
Exactly.
But again, it doesn't push this board up. It goes up here, and we'll make that. We'll make do at the end. So
right.
That's it for my turn.
I can't believe you went there.
I had to.
I know.
Had to do it. Check your escape plan.
Yeah. Checking my escape plan. All right, so I'm going to do something similar. So I'm just going to go 1, 2.
All right. Remember that water is all ferry.
Yep. Yeah, because it's all connected. That's why we did that.
That's why we did that.
So I go here. I have no police to avoid.
All right.
And I take one of my income cubes and I put that here. End of game.
End of game. All right.
Nightclub.
Pretty simple. Oh, what I forgot to do. Silly me.
What?
When you land in a location, you also get a
we
contact
forgot to
card.
do our
And I didn't draw my
contacts,
contacts, so let me jump back a minute and grab a contact card. I'll take the ninja.
The ninja?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you. You can just draw
And what?
So you can just draw yourself a new one.
Yeah. Ooh, a chopper. A chopper's good.
Mm-hmm.
The snitch. That guy. Some of these are like pretty
Snitches
high
get
cost.
stitches.
Where I come from. Snitches get stitches. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. I guess I'll take the snitch.
The snitch, of course you will. So these guys go in your little tableau down here in your back pocket. Mm-hmm. And you can call them in at any time.
As an executive action.
Executive action. So if you're familiar with Lacerda's games, you know he loves the executive action that you can kind of take whenever. But as long as you pay the cost with, from your little duffel bag of money, you can activate this ability and it flips the card over. So mine allows me to avoid a red and a blue cop altogether.
Right.
Here's let you remove
a red
cop.
Yeah.
Which is good too.
Yep.
So that ends your turn, right? So you refresh that. So we're all done. It moves on to the notoriety phase. And this is where we actually cash in our notoriety. So good old Sandra is going to go up 1. We marked. I'm actually going to go up 1 as well.
Yep. And I have gained no notoriety.
You've gained no notoriety in that. Okay. So that pretty much ends that round. And then we repeat. So now we are on the afternoon where we continue. So she is going to get to go as well.
So what's Sandra doing?
Sandra is going, not there, not there.
These are all the same ones.
I shuffled. Restaurant, no.
Nope.
Exit 1. The art gallery?
Nope.
Well, there's not a lot of locations out, so.
No, I know.
The gym?
Nope.
Okay. Supermarket D?
Yes.
Ah, all right. So Sandra is going to Supermarket D. So let's see what she's going to do. So she is going to go down a notoriety. And she's going to burn the bottom 2 cards.
And the safes.
1 of each locker.
Great.
So those are now out
Hopefully
of the
she
game.
burns good ones.
Yeah.
The thing about those lockers is that we don't know what's in each one, so they're not all the same. Wait, I burned 2, right? Yeah, I burned that one down.
Okay.
Okay. 7, right. Okay.
All right. So she just.
Did you burned them, right?
I burned 3 lockers. Yeah. Not happily.
I knew you didn't want to.
No, I really didn't. So I've got to think about what I need to do here because I'm in a bit of a.
Bind.
Not really.
She moved off your tile, so it's not like you have to avoid her.
Yeah, so she acts because she's a cop. So that would have been 3 police I had to avoid.
Well, 2.
Well, she is 1 plus 2.
You're not orange. You're green.
Oh, I'm green. Okay. Wow, you're in a bigger pickle than I am, actually.
I know.
That's actually.
I don't know what you're complaining
That's actually better than I thought. So I only need to avoid 1 cop. That's not too bad at all, actually. Oof. Okay. Well, there's locations I want to go to, but I'm not really sure. Where are you at the club? You're up in the club?
I'm up in the club.
Up in the club. All right, so I'm going to go 1, travel through the ferry. I need to avoid him. 2, I'm going to go to the club with you. I do have to avoid 1. I don't want to use anything to do that because I could use my ninja to do that, but I'm not going to. So I will take a wound. Now, 1 wound's okay for now. I can deal with that later. So I'll just take my 1 wound and go to the nightclub. So I'm going to put that. And now the nightclub for me is actually income.
Okay.
So my income is $7,000. So I'm taking $7,000 in income from this location. And that's 2 visits. So we are actually shutting the club down, right? And I also go up on the notoriety track because you are there. Because now you've taken notice of me.
Yes.
So we shut this down. And shut it down when we both visited, so that's not too bad. But I also get to draw a card. So I will take the fast car. Yeah, I'll take the fast.
You sure?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Why not? All right, so now I have a fast car. So now it's like the Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
and Ocean's 11 all in one movie.
At the same time. Okay. Except no casinos.
No
Actually,
casino.
we do.
We do have
a
a casino. It's just not out yet.
Yeah.
So it is your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really have any ability to get rid of these cops. This is not good. All right. I think I'm gonna go here. So I will take my water and go here.
Go to the gangs for
spot.
2. Now, if you don't leave the tile, you don't have to avoid
Exactly.
anybody.
Yes. So I'm going to pay $5,000
$5,000.
to hire the gangs, so they become mine. So they're gonna come over here, and that'll go there. And the gangs allow you to do a couple of different things. So they are also part of your executive actions, and you'll see how they work once I decide to use them.
Yep. So did you take a card? Oh, you went to the gangs. No cards. All right, so that's it, actually. Not bad. So that ends this afternoon. So now we go back.
I do. Oh no, I don't know.
You don't change notoriety at all for that.
Nope.
So we now go.
Because they help you lose.
They help you lose it, but you have to use your gang members. They're also an executive action, so you can take them whenever you want.
Exactly.
And they're very powerful. So you get. So she actually goes down. You don't get any notoriety, and I actually go up one.
Yep.
And I've crossed the threshold.
You
so
have.
this triggers a couple things. So.
Oh, really?
What? What?
Because you're on my tile.
Oh, that's so good. So in turn order, all the other players get to move one police officer towards the player who crossed the notoriety threshold, and that player also gets to activate one of their tokens here. So that's actually quite useful for me.
I think you have to wait, actually. Or no, you don't. Yeah, you get to do it.
Oh, I get to do it.
Don't I get to pay $3,000 and do that too?
What? No. You don't get to do it.
No, you get to do it.
Yeah, at the start of the next day. So I'll take this one. And it goes in the highest level cost spot here to activate. I feel
like you don't do that till later. Okay, so I'm going to move for Sandra and for myself. This is just kind of dumb. I guess we'll move this guy here towards you. And the thing is, why I'm kind of upset is because I'm here too. So, like, moving closer is, like, there's really nowhere for these guys to go. I could move this guy over here, I guess.
Yeah, because remember, they can't go here.
Closer. Yeah. All right.
So you moved them both? All right, and I got my tile, so we are all good. We move on to the next phase where Sandra gets to go again. I'll just do a quick shuffle just to be sure.
Yeah.
All right, so no exit. Supermarket A is not there.
No exits.
No exits, no exits. The restaurant is not out. Art gallery is not out. Casino's not out. The gym is not out. The discotheque
is closed.
Oh my God, but she's still gonna go there.
Yeah.
So there's so many cops on this tile right now.
Okay.
All right, so she is going to get one notoriety bump. She is going to put a token down.
And she's burning 2 of these, right?
On the discotheque. She burns 2 cards, and that's all she's going to do. She's just not cool.
Ooh, that's good.
I think she's actually going to go up 2 notoriety, to be honest, because she's on a location with somebody. So she gets 1 for that. That's just great.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn again. Ooh, so this is the last phase of the day 1, and this location just got really ugly. So I may actually have to use my fast car to get out of here, because this allows me to avoid all police. But it's going to cost me $3,000 to activate it, so I'm going to do that. Activate my fast car, and it's going to bump me up 1 on the notoriety track.
Right.
Because I'm ripping out of here.
Yeah.
But I've got places to go, unfortunately. 1, 2. Oops.
Really?
Sorry about that, guys. And I'll stop in here, and I'm going to buy
the gang
for $5,000.
Okay.
I need help. Because the dragnet is tightening.
Okay. All right. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I think I'm going to come over here. And that's 3 cops.
Yeah.
Yikes. So, 1 to get out. Right? Onto this land type. Come over here. And maybe I'll land on the safe house.
Okay.
Now that's a hospital.
That is. It'll heal your wounds. Hospital's pretty good.
Okay, so I'm going here, but I need to evade these cops. So there's
Sandra.
3 of them.
Yes.
Yes, 2 cops and Sandra. So I will use one of my gangs.
Yep.
They help me by letting me avoid all the cops.
That's
so
right.
they're taking care of business for me. And safe house number 2 is somewhere I'm going to go actually to get income. Yeah.
Okay.
So I get $7 income.
All right. You also get a couple other things.
And I get to take a key.
Key of your choice. Here's your $7,000.
Thank you.
So there's 2 brown and 1 green, and those keys allow you to open lockers or go to closed locations.
Right. Oh yeah, I have 2 brown and 1 green here, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So the green ones are actually, they're kind of easier to get open.
That's right.
But they are...
It's not enough, as much money.
Not as much money. The brown keys are really good, but you have to have like a lot of contacts and notoriety to get those open.
Yep.
And I am not high in the notoriety track at all. But I'll take a brown one anyway. Why not?
Okay. And you also go down 1 on the notoriety track, just for going to a safe house.
Yep, but I'm already at the bottom.
Oh, well, you still push your key just in case.
All right. Oh yeah, that's true. And then I have the opportunity to buy a fixer tile as well.
And you choose.
So I'm going to look through these and see if there's something I want to buy.
Okay.
So unlike your contacts, who you kind of pay as you need them, your fixer tiles you're going to pay for, and then you get to kind of keep them to use kind of one time. So this one, oh, it's like the ride or die guy.
Yeah.
Gang guy.
Gang guys.
Gang guys. First aid. This is like a disguise. That's pretty funny. It's like a Mr. Potato Head disguise.
You're hiring the fixer. He's going to fix things.
I can get cash. It's like pay to get my cash. I don't think I want that. Use my contact again.
Right, pay to get income, right?
Yeah.
Money is tight in this game.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm like, some of these are... I'm going to go ahead and take this one. So it's $2,000 I'll pay for this. Get a contact fixer. He fixes me up.
All right. $2,000.
It's like, I'll put you in touch with somebody who can help. Right?
Yeah. So that was the end of your turn.
Yes.
So now we go back to the notoriety. So she's going to go up, and it goes in turn order. So she goes up twice. So we actually get to move cops towards her, which is awesome because I'm going to move, and it goes in turn order. So I'm going to move him here.
Well,
I can't.
Can't. Well, you can move that guy
I can move
first.
him right here.
Oh,
You can move him to any place closer to her.
Oh, I thought it had to be in one spot.
No, cops.
Because I would always go cop here and then move that guy there.
But you actually get to move one now.
I know. But you're saying I can move it to any space?
Mm-hmm. As long as it's
know
closer.
that.
As long as the space is closer to her.
Oh, well, like that would not be closer to her.
No.
From my tile. You know? But I can move this guy over there.
That is true. You can do that. Now that tile's bad news.
Or I can move it to your tile.
You could do that too.
Alright, I'll just move it to your tile.
Wow, that was bad. That was very mean.
Do you want me to
Okay.
put it
No. That's a good play.
Okay.
Because we're competing.
Well, I have 2 cops on my tail
That's
here.
not my problem. So I'm actually going to go up another notoriety that round. And,
I'm going down notoriety.
but you are already at the
I'm
bottom.
so stealthy
You are.
as a criminal.
So we are going to start a new day. And this is good. So now we get income. So we're going to get $7,000 each. And if you're at notoriety level 1 or 2, you have the option to spend $3,000 to activate one of your asset
Get rid
tiles.
of one of these asset tiles.
Well,
Right?
to move it over to this side of the board.
Um.
I don't have that option.
Yeah, I think I will pay that.
You will?
Yeah, here. There's
Okay.
3.
$3,000.
And I will move this guy over here.
Okay. So now we adjust turn order. So now I am first. And that's how we go. All right. I shouldn't have switched these yet. We actually have to do all the
Not
other
that it
stuff
matters.
first. Not that it
Just
matters
for
because it's just me and Sandra.
explanatory.
But for explanatory purposes, we draw 2 police cards to see what they're closing off now.
3.
Ooh.
And
all right. So this is the first
bum,
closure.
3.
Oh, wow. So that's it. Exit 3
right.
is shut down immediately.
Yes.
So we're going to take a stack of exit tiles and put it over here on 3 because 3 is not on the board yet. But those are going to come onto the board as soon as 3 comes out because you can go to exit 3 and get money or income.
Right.
So
you're first to play tiles.
yes. So normally be the first player, but Sandra doesn't get to do anything. She cheats anyway. So I could put out an exit if I want, but that's not going to help me. So I will. Where am I? Up here. Mm-hmm. I think this kind of. All right. You know what? I'm going to take. Ugh. None of these are really good, actually. 1, 2. Yeah, these are bad, actually.
They're not that bad.
I'm just looking at where I am in relation to what I can do, and it's not good. 1, 2. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll take that bottom one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that this is great or anything, but it's probably the best for me. And I'll put it here.
Okay.
Get out of there.
So you got gangs, and what do you want to put building-wise?
I'm going to put... Oh, boy. What business do I need?
What business do you have here?
I've got a lot of business. A lot of business plans. Let's put the casino up there.
The casino?
Yeah.
It's like very far away.
I know.
It's like on the... Was it like on the river or something?
Yeah, casino on the river. That's great.
Okay. All right, and I'll go here.
And what business is that going to be? What business do you have here?
I think I'll do like this. Just make that like a bigger green space.
Okay. More gangs.
And I will put... What'd you put out? The casino?
I put the casino out, yeah.
Wait a minute. Ugh. This like isn't really great. Guess we'll put an art gallery out. How about that?
That works for me. I will take exit 3.
Okay. You want to put that thing just like far away?
I put it out here. Just get it out of the way. Not that I want to visit there, but this actually goes here now, and we have the option to claim that exit if we want to, but it's crawling with cops right now.
Yeah. All right, and then exit 1.
Which could be the way out.
It could be. It could be. Man. And the thing is, you have to put it with like the body, the 2 land types touching, right? At least 1 land type.
Yeah, so that works. But that
well,
water is not
it doesn't, because this is not crossable water.
Neither is that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, neither
Well,
of those are.
it's inconvenient. It works for the rules, but it's inconvenient placement.
It's it's an inconvenient truth.
It is.
That's what it is.
All right, well, that makes that very...
At least that's variable.
Variable.
Right?
Yeah.
Variably.
Well, you
Alright,
could have
cool.
turned it and had it all connected.
Wait, what?
Like if you turned it like that, now
I would
you've
just
got
have it all.
now you've
Yeah,
got
sure,
a
why not?
huge
Yeah.
mass going.
Fine.
Okay, that's it. So let's flip the next set. These are the last
ones.
tiles.
All right, so there's exit 2.
Man, oh man. Okay, so this
That was tough
for
with
the
2
top.
exits coming out last time. We didn't have locations.
I know, this is really gonna hurt on day 3.
Can you... Okay, I was going to say, can you start pulling some doubles, please?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So next round is gonna be really
All right,
important.
now you'll switch your...
Now we
turn
switch
order.
turn order, so I will go first.
You are tied with Sandra.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not tied with Sandra. I'm ahead of her, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, God, where do I want to go? This is so bad. It really is. Oof. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. So, that's not terrible. I could probably pull that off. So I'm going to go 1, 2 in here. Do I want to waste a turn at the hospital?
I don't know. Do you?
I might want to do that. 3, stop here. So what this does is allows me to spend $1,000 to heal a wound. But I gain a notoriety for going to the hospital because now they know.
Yes, they know that you're no good.
Yep, I am no good. All right.
Like, how did you get that cut, mister?
The police shooting me.
I guess it wouldn't be a cut. It'd be like, how'd you get that bullet hole?
That bullet wound. B. Is grocery store B out? No, it's over there. Safehouse 2 is out.
Is where I am.
Okay.
Oh, great. Really?
Yeah. All right, so that's going to block that up. So she's going to actually go down a notoriety.
Being last sucks.
And she's going to put this on Safehouse 2. Mm-hmm. Although she's not going to shut the Safehouse down. So in the red.
Yeah, safe house is down.
She's going to trash a random key and a random fixer tile.
Okay.
So grab a random key from Safehouse 2. And I'll grab a random fixer tile that she's going to burn. And she'll burn this one. And she burned the brown key. Mm-hmm. Of course she did. All right, so that is Sandra. And now you get to go.
Great, now I don't know what I'm going to do.
She just like loaded your tile up with cops.
She really did.
This is like the better place to get healed.
It is, because you get to get a contact card and you can remove one of those things.
Yeah.
But I don't have any wounds right now, so it's kind of like... I mean, I could get some wounds real quick.
Yeah,
You know?
Well, if you leave this tile, you get a whole lot of wounds.
Yeah. That is true. We can make things exciting, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, I don't necessarily want to go into that tile because I don't want to have to pay to avoid those cops too.
On the way out, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I could go 1, 2, like go to something up here.
Oh, yeah, you could.
You know.
Go to the casino actually in one move. 1, 2, no 3.
No,
You'd be stuck
I'd need
there.
4, yeah.
That's where gas comes in handy.
Yeah. But you need to go to the grocery store to get that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to do some cool stuff.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to call in my snitch
All right.
for $1,000. Can I please have change?
Yes.
In stacks.
I'll give you 2 stacks.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to call in my snitch, and he lets me just get rid of a red cop completely.
Put him in.
I want to ask how he did that.
Yes.
And then I also gain a notoriety for using him as a contact.
He's going to get
So
stitches
he's going
now.
to get flipped. And now what I can do is go 1,
Whoa, wow.
2. So I have to evade or avoid this cop and then these 2.
And Sandra.
Oh, and Sandra. She's still there?
Oh, she's there.
Oh, that's not going to work then. Darn it. Well, so maybe I won't do that. I always get stuck with stupid Sandra.
Yeah, she's pretty bad though when she locks your tile up. You trying to go to the safe house?
Well, I was going to.
Yeah.
There's like nobody over there.
Well, you could use your gang to fly you there, and you will only have to avoid those 2, because you'll just jump over that other tile, and you're on a helipad.
Yeah, but that's like a kind of a waste of a gang.
It is, but you can always hire more.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, so I'll just keep using that guy. But, see, I could spend $5,000 and get a whole nother gang.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got this that also lets me get a contact.
Right.
You know?
Which is a
So,
gang.
like, what?
Which is a gang right now.
Yeah, which is a gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have to spend $2,000 to use that, or $2 to use that gang when I could just go to another gang house and buy more gangs for $5.
Right, but then you're paying $2,500 each.
Oh, instead of
Two.
Instead of
that's
two.
a discount. Oh yeah, that's cheaper.
Yeah, I guess that's cheaper, isn't it? Or I could get that medic and just heal a wound. But it's like as soon as you get that wound, you end up with handcuffs, don't you?
No, you're allowed to have 3, but as soon as you get
I'm gonna end up with 4 if I avoid everybody.
You're gonna get handcuffs
because of Sandra.
And those handcuffs will start blocking out your contact spaces.
She is such a pain. All right. So I guess I'll just use this contact card fixer to get another snitch.
Oh wow.
Here. Hey, $1,000. Oh no, I just get that automatically.
Right, you pay $1,000 to use them if you're gonna use them.
Yeah, I am gonna use them.
Okay.
Here. That bumps me up another notoriety though.
It sure does.
To get rid of the blue cop.
So he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Is another one out of the game?
Yeah.
All right.
Replenish these guys. And now I should be able to get away. Maybe. Now I can run.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
To the safe house.
Yep.
Finally.
And take 3 wounds.
And take 3 wounds.
Wow. So it's safe house.
Yeah, I'm at the safe house.
Well, you do go down in notoriety if you're going to the safe house, so that's not a bad thing.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, so now you're
oops, I actually just
Yeah, so you're technically not even going to breach the bar.
Okay, yeah. See, I think I would be a bad criminal. Because I would be, like, thinking through all these things, like, I just can't do it.
You would just get paralyzed with, like, indecision. I don't know what to do. The cops are there. I can't.
I would be like, it was me.
Sorry.
Sorry. All right, where am I? Safe house 3?
Safe house 3.
All right, so that is my end game.
Okay.
Safe house.
So you got some
I will
stash.
take a black key. The black keys.
All right.
And number 3. And
you can buy fixer tiles, actually. That's not a bad thing either.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna look through here and see if there's something. Like gangs for 1,000.
That's
not bad at
really
all.
good, actually.
That's like a great deal. I might just
Gangs are mighty powerful to get on your side.
Yeah. Heal for 1,000 is good.
In your condition,
Yeah, I'm gonna take gangs for 1,000.
Gangs for 1,000,
Gangs
please.
for 1,000. All right.
I'll take 1,000.
I'm sorry.
You have to pay for those gangs.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you want 1,000?
You actually have to, because I'm the banker too. You actually have to pay for them. Yes. So that was your turn.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. So now we are going to start bumping notoriety. So Sandra's actually going to go down 1. Actually, I go first, so I'm going to go up 1.
You're gonna go.
So
up
I won't
1.
push her down. Yeah, because
Okay.
I actually go up and I trigger again. But this one I get to unlock 2 asset tiles, which is huge.
Is that why you went to that middle space?
No.
So we can't move stuff.
You can move
onto
them
you?
closer to me, but you can't move them to my space. So I will take this key fob, and I'll also take these. I'll take the blue cops. There's a lot of them out there. All right, and this actually clears up my tableau quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
But you all get to move 2 cops closer.
Closer to you.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to you.
It does kind of stink because I guess you can kind of bring them in.
Yeah. I think we'll do 1, 2.
Wow. Okay. Now that tile stinks now.
Oh. I don't know if I want to do that. Because then you could just go right up there. You know?
Yeah. It's tough. That's probably the only ones you can move them over.
Yeah, because these guys are already close.
Yeah, they're all one away.
It's just this guy.
And he can't even move unless you bring him over to here.
Right.
To clear out exit 1, because that may be the way out. So we're building
exit 1 could be.
Yeah,
could be.
Which could end up hurting you as well. I don't know, there's a lot of choices here. You don't know. There's too many unknowns.
There are a lot of unknowns here. 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to move that guy.
All right. Do you want to move this blue one? Or that blue one? You can move any. Actually, no. He's the only one furthest.
No, he's the only one.
Him or him. One. Yeah, you can move either one of those blues in.
I guess I can move this guy here.
Yeah, so now that tile.
I just really would have liked to clear that off, but you would have like...
Yeah, but you have to go there too, I'm assuming.
I know, but the way this game has been going, you're going to go there, Sandra's going to go there, and then I'm not going to be able to go to the casino.
That's true. So she's actually going to go down 1, so she's under the bar, and you are going to go up 1 net.
Yep.
So now
because I went up 2 and down 1, so.
All right. So that is the end of the morning. Now we're in the afternoon. I go first.
It's been an eventful criminal day.
It was quite an eventful morning, actually, as a criminal. So I've got to get moving now because I was busy at the hospital. So 1, all the way to here, nothing to avoid. Do I want to go to the casino? Probably do.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't prevent you from going
2.
in there.
Nope, only leaving.
Just leaving.
So I'm in the casino. I'm going to put this token on the casino, but I'm going to collect income this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get $6,000 from the casino. I'm going to take 2 3s instead. And I get a contact card. What do I want? I will take the fixer.
The fixer?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's got this.
He's a good cheap one.
He's got this little symbol, this circle disc, and that would be for me to claim one of these, which is an extra action token that I can take.
Are you going to do that?
At night. I could do that right now, but I won't. Oh, could I? Yeah, I am going to do that right now. Here's 3,000. I'm playing a very dangerous game right now.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go up notoriety.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to claim the token. So now I have it. And I can use that any evening.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this day. It could be tomorrow. But that's where I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Cool.
Sandra, wow. Yeah, let's see where she goes. She's probably going to go to Safehouse 3, I think.
Or the casino.
Probably not. She hates gambling.
She likes following me. She's on to me.
Exit 2 is not on the board.
Nope.
Supermarket A.
Yes.
On the board. So
Good.
she's getting out
Bye.
of there. All right, so Supermarket A is going to give her notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
It is also going to have her burn the bottom 2 and 1 of these random brown lockers. So she's eating up the lockers. That's going to come out of the game. And Sandra's done. Very easy.
Ooh, 2 spies. Okay.
Excellent. So now it is
My
to
turn.
you.
Great. I have to heal these wounds. Eventually. All right, I think I will. This is tough because I need to really get rid of some of those cards. What are we in the midday?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go here actually. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 to the helipad.
The helipad?
The helipad.
The helopad.
The helopad. And what the helopad allows you to do is to fly across 2 tiles away. You still have to avoid cops on the tile where you are leaving, but I currently have no police there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fly back over to this tile, to a helipad space.
Okay.
So that was 1. Helipad is 2, right? Is that right?
1, 2.
And then can I enter here for 3?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know if I was like 1, enter helipad.
And I think that just activates and moves you.
Okay.
And then you move from wherever you landed. So I'll give you that.
Okay.
So you get to heal a wound here.
So I'm going to heal a wound.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to remove a tile.
Yep.
Which I'll remove this
An
tile.
asset tile and
I get 1 contact. So I will pick my contact.
Making contacts at the hospital. At the clinic.
At the clinic, yeah, not the hospital. That's a good thing. Yeah, because we don't have to pay anybody off at the hospital, like not to tell.
No.
What's going on. The spy lets me reactivate a contact, which is cool. Place one of those guys. A bribe will move a cop, which is also pretty good. Or the medevac, which is just like get me back to the hospital right away.
Yeah, it's like fix me.
Or gangs for 2,000.
Ooh, take gangs.
I just collect
Just be like a gang lord.
I think that's like what I want to be in this game.
That works.
Just take gangs for 2,000.
Well, you don't pay now. Just pay when you use them.
I know.
Yeah,
Gangs
going for the
2,000.
gangs.
Yeah, because they're going to go away anyway, which
That's
is
true.
kind of crappy.
Yeah,
so.
she'll probably burn them.
Yeah. All right.
Are you good? So you
Yeah, I think so.
That's it. Yeah, replenish that. I'll do the notoriety. So I adjust mine first. And I go up 1. So that's going to put me at the top here.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
That puts you at the top.
Yeah, so I'm going to get another action disc. And I get to get rid of another one of these tokens. So I'll get rid of the black one. I'll put that down here and slide that over. And you get to move 2 more police towards me. So I'm up there. So this actually could work in your favor now.
Yikes. Yeah. That's pretty good, actually. I think I will move. Even though I've got my whole, like, getting rid of cops engine now. Which is pretty good. I don't know. Because I would still like to get up there at some point, but maybe we'll do like this. We can move those guys out. Just move some people onto your tile.
You could do that too.
I think I'll just move these guys over there.
Okay.
Well, actually, see, you've got good stuff to get rid of cops, though.
I sure do.
You know what I mean? So that's not really, like, necessary. I mean, I guess it kind of
I mean, it's forcing me to use bigger stuff than I want to.
I know.
That's all. All right. She crosses the threshold, and now we each get to move.
Okay. I was thinking of moving other cops somewhere else.
You only get to move 2.
I know.
So she's here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put move somebody closer. I don't know. Hold on, let me think about it. All right. Boy. So I get to move 1 closer to Sandra. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Wow. Which kind of stinks, 'cause if that's the exit, we're gonna. But then again, getting in is not bad. It's getting out that's bad.
Yeah, but you still have to avoid.
You have to. You're right, because we have to evade them at the exit.
You know.
Yeah, so I'll put that one there. Yeah, you can move yours now. Wow.
All right. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to move anybody onto my tile.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, no.
And that's like the same distance. Like, I'd like to get rid of this guy. I can move him up to that exit tile.
Yeah, because he's far
It's
away.
2 away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as long as you move them to a tile that's closer than where they came from, and he's actually 4 away, and now he's only 2 away.
Yep.
Oh, 3 away. 1, 2, 3 versus 2.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's your turn. You don't have any notoriety change, right? So that's the end. Now we go into the final evening of day 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend... This is going to be very costly of me to do this, but I'm going to spend one of my gangs to helo me out of here because I'm on a helipad tile. But I'm also going to pay my ninja $2,000, and he's going to let me avoid the red and blue cops
Okay.
exiting here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take 1 wound for the black, right? So I can go 1. He lets you jump 2 tiles away.
Onto a helipad. Yeah.
No, and it doesn't have to be onto a helipad. As long as you leave a helipad. But I'm actually going to go here instead.
I meant like onto a helipad spot.
Oh, no, you don't land on those spots. The helipad spots on these tiles really just represent that the whole tile
Oh yeah, the whole tile
counts as a helipad. And using a helipad action starts on a helipad, but can take you 2 tiles away. But you still have to avoid the police from the tile you're leaving, not the tiles you fly over. So I spent a gang to do that. I avoided the 2 reds with my ninja, but the SWAT hit me. So I do take a wound. And I'm going to land on... I had him fly me to the safe house.
You were at the casino?
I was at the casino. I couldn't have made that.
Okay.
It would have been 4 moves.
Right.
It looks really close, but it would have been 1, 2, 3, and I
4.
would have got stuck on the grass, which is why I had to waste that, unfortunately. So I'm in the safe house. So I'm going to put this on safe house 3.
Okay.
Safe house 3 goes on the income.
Okay.
So I'm going to earn $5,000, which is not really helping me for endgame. But I'm going to go down a notoriety for going to the safe house. I get a... I get a key. So I'll take the black key.
Okay.
Whoa, no, I'll take the brown key.
Okay.
Yeah, heck yeah. So that's safe house, what, 3?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I think that's all I get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okie doke.
So it's Sandra's turn. Yikes.
Sandra.
I may do a little night action here. There's no restaurant yet. No gym either, right? Man, we got to get those out. Exit 3 is out.
Exit 3 is not. Oh, it is?
This is exit 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's going to exit 3. Good. Get out of here, Sandra.
Oh, and she's going to get rid of an exit tile.
She's going to go down.
She's
Notoriety.
She's getting rid of 2 of these, right?
She's going to get rid of 2, the bottom 2, and she's going to burn one of these exit tiles, which is fine.
Well, maybe.
Unless you were planning on scoring that. Oh, there's a lot of cop activity over there.
There is. Now there's like a ton.
Yep. So that is out of the game.
Ooh, a fighter.
Okay. It is to you.
Okie doke. I'm going to go 1. Whoops. Sorry, guy. 1. He's like a little wobbly because he's still very hurt. 2, 3.
All right, no cops.
To this one.
Right to the art gallery. Ooh, all right.
I'm not going to be able to take a contact, though, which kind of stinks.
You can replace one.
I know.
So you can
But
put...
that doesn't really... I mean, it helps a little bit, but it's not like... Not for the money.
Yeah. If you replace one of your cards, you gain a notoriety. But you can put a card over a card, used or not.
Right. You know what? You know what I might do instead? I was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go crazy. Maybe. Ooh, I want to go over that exit.
You really
But
do?
the problem is, I can't really get back very easily.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there's like crawling with police right now.
Yeah, there's like so many cops. Unfortunately. That's like all the ferries over there. And all the helipads are like right next to each other, which is kind of silly, so. Yeah, that stinks. Yikes. Alright, whatever. I'll just do my normal. So take one of these, and that is going to be the art gallery is endgame for me.
Okay.
So
that's it?
Yeah, but I'm thinking about I can take a contact, and I don't know if I want to replace a contact right now.
Well, if you choose not to, you can just burn one from the game.
Yeah, I know. I'll replace one, I guess.
Okay.
It's gonna bump my notoriety up, which stinks, but I'll take this.
Oh, that'll push you over the limit too.
Yeah, that's actually fine. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a spy.
So he's out of the game. And you took a spy, and you move up one notoriety on your track.
Yep.
Okay, so that is the end, and now we do a notoriety adjustment. So mine is actually going to come down one. Hers comes down one, and yours goes up one, right? Mm-hmm. Boom. All right, so you get to unlock an asset tile.
One asset.
Just one asset tile. And Sandra and I get to move cops towards you.
Yay.
Which is cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. Oh boy, yeah. That's not good at all. So I can move him here, which is closer. And they're 2 away. Oh, I can put a cop on that tile. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I'll put a red. Thing is, anybody I put on your tile, I've got to deal with if I plan on going to that
See,
tile.
I know. It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's just not where I want cops to be right now. I'll just put a blue one over there.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. You unlocked your asset tile?
I did.
Okay, so now we are going into the evening. Nobody gets to go, but I want to spend all of my...
I also want to do that.
Oh, so you're gonna pay the $5 grand?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay my 5 and unlock this thing and get my extra tile.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna go first and pay my action token to do a move here. This is kind of stretching the day a bit. I'm gonna work extra hard this evening. And I want to go... If I go 1, 2, I need to avoid 1 copper, right? Mm-hmm. I'll take the hit. Just 1 cop.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I'm in safe house number 2. So I'm going to go down that. I'm going to put a cube on safe house number 2 in the income spot. End game. And I can buy a fixer tile, which I didn't buy last time. Remember? Mm-hmm. Didn't I just come from safe house 3 and I never bought a fixer tile?
You didn't buy one?
No.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I'm going to buy 2 because I didn't do it last time. You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's $2 grand for the funny mask. And I will pay... Well, I guess I'll buy this one. To heal? Do I want to do that? That's not really worth it. I could buy income. Yeah, I'll just buy that so I can heal up. So another $1 grand. Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to...
Cassandra's a cop. She's not working overtime.
I know. Yeah. She's like, I'm out.
She's off the beat right now.
See ya. All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and fly over
Right onto the exit.
to the exit.
Oh, cool. Well, you could just put him there. You don't have to be on it.
Now I have to deal with this cop. I'm
Yep.
just gonna let him give me a wound.
Wow, okay. And you get to choose from as many exit tiles as you have contacts. So there's 3, so you get to pick 3 of these
Don't
random.
I get a contact for going to the exit?
You do get a contact card.
Oh, but that doesn't mean I get to look at 4.
Or, yeah.
Because I will have 4 once I get my contact.
So you may, if it's open, it's closed, right? You may get income or an exit tile, and you take a contact card.
Yes.
So you choose income or an exit tile, and then you take a contact card.
Yeah, I'll take an exit tile.
Well,
okay,
so you get to choose from 3. Right. Or it could be, well, whatever 3 you want. You pick. Don't show me. Just pick one at random to give to me.
Okay.
There you go. So look at those 3. Decide what you want.
All right. I'll take this one.
Clearly you want to take the best.
Yep.
And that goes in there.
And I will take a contact card.
And you take a contact card.
So I'm going to move these guys down and see what the options are.
All right.
Another snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to use my mustache face this round, by the way, that I just bought.
Really?
I really bought them both because I wanted to use them right away anyway, so they were my executive actions.
It's like it sucks because you get the contact cards later in the game, but using them later sucks a lot because...
They can kind of help you get out.
They can.
Right?
I'm going to take this fighter.
He's pretty good.
I think it's a girl.
Or she's pretty good. Oh, it is.
Ooh, general store.
General store.
General store.
Okay, so now we do the notoriety. Did you lose any notoriety or gain?
No.
No, you did not. You did. You gained a notoriety because
Why?
Sandra's there.
Oh, she's at the exit.
Yes.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
So
I should have
we'll just
gotten
leave it
one.
up for now because I have to adjust you in a second. So I'm actually going to go down 2 notches
How?
because 1, I went to a safe house, and 2, I had a mustache face.
Oh, okay.
Look at me just dropping like crazy. I'm getting out of Dodge.
That's good.
Yeah, this was my whole plan, was hitting these safe houses.
Yeah.
You go up 1, so you're actually going to breach the threshold.
That is Sandra.
Oh, sorry. You're going to go up 1.
Tell me I'm going to breach a threshold.
So you're not breaching threshold. That's good. All right. And that ends that. So we have one more part day that I'm going to actually use. And you spent your action token. So I'm going to use my second token to do one more. I'm going way into the evening.
Okay.
Because I've got so much to do.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go visit the art gallery. 1, 2. And I don't have to avoid anybody because I didn't leave a tile, right? So art gallery is going to give me endgame.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a contact card.
Okie doke.
So I'll take somebody who avoids cops, like the stunt. Avoids all actually
One
not
of
all
each.
of one of each.
Yeah.
That's really...
Well, like you can pick one. Like one type.
Let me go with the spy.
The spy.
He's going to let me refresh a card.
There you go.
So he's pretty cool.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Okay. So that adjusts notoriety, but there's no gain for me, right? Because all I did was get a contact card.
Yeah.
And we're back to the beginning. So we are ready for a new day, day 3. This is it. Time to get out of the city. All right. So one thing I forgot to take a key from my last safe house. So I get the last key in safe house too. Not a big deal. It's a green one anyway. Okay. So we are at the start of a new day.
So nervous.
Neither of us are at 1 or 2
Yeah.
notoriety, so we don't get to buy and unlock, which stinks because I would like to do that. And I was only 1 away.
Yeah.
All right, so we get income. So I get $3,000.
I get 5.
Well, my income is pretty poor. I guess I've been pulling my money out
Yeah.
of everywhere. These businesses are just shutting down left and right. Okay, so now we're going to reveal the last patrol card. This will determine what the final... Yep.
Drum roll, please. 2.
All right, so exit 1 is
The exit.
So 2 is going to shut. 2's not even out.
No.
So we'll put those there for now. And we are... Well, why is that... Oh, that should be here.
Oh.
Yeah, that might have messed you up a little bit on your draw. Did you get a good one?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, I guess you got the best one. So let's not worry about that.
I was like, what kind of question is that?
All right, so we're gonna place in turn order. We're gonna place city tiles. So
All right,
I get to place first. So I will place. We know exit 2 is a dud. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna place that.
But it has
C.
a subway.
That's all right. I'm gonna place C.
Okay.
Is that the first subway to come out?
Yeah, both of them. Subway.
3 of them. All three subways. Wow, that's terrible. We didn't even get to use the subways this game.
Nope.
All right, so I will put this here because we are touching blacktop, so we're okay. 1 copper, and I'm gonna put the best building ever. What's left? A gym, a restaurant.
That's it.
Really, just a gym and the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the gym there. All right.
Okay, I'll put this one out. Over here, maybe?
Wow, that's a far safe house.
How about that?
That works. So it's safe house number 1 then.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And I will bring out this guy.
Okay,
Put him right here.
that's good.
No, I'm going to put him up here.
Okay,
Now that water is
variable.
variable. And I'm going to put out the restaurant on the water. See?
Aw.
It's like a harborside restaurant. That's real nice.
good.
Yeah.
And then this guy really is actually limited where he can go because it's grass.
Actually, yeah, you can only go in those 3 spots.
Yeah.
And that's exit 2, which is, again, it's a shutdown. We know it's shut down.
Yeah, it's kind of crappy.
You want in that corner?
Yeah, sure. Like a whoops up here. Get off my tile. Like that.
All right, so that's exit 2, and there are tiles to be had there.
Okay.
And in case you wonder what these tiles have, so for exit 2, there are 2 tiles worth nothing, 2 tiles worth 50 grand, and 1 tile worth 70. And that's the same with both exit stacks.
Yeah.
Have the same denomination. So you're kind of gambling based on how many contacts you have and what kind of
Right.
stash you can pull out of there. So
Yeah.
that's the final setup here. And now we're going to adjust turn order based on notoriety. So you are actually going to go first,
Great.
and Sandra is last. And we start the morning. You know what you're doing?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is probably gonna be a disaster,
Okay.
but I have a kind of loose idea of what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm going to go.
Now you're both on this exit, right? Right now?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. I'm gonna go here to the church.
Okay.
So I can pay 1,000
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of a notoriety,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna do it.
All right. You can unlock an asset tile.
I will unlock an asset tile,
Okay. The master key.
the master key, and
Take a contact card.
take a contact card.
Now that you have room for one.
Now that I have room for
That's
one.
actually pretty
Do you
good.
see what I mean?
I see what you did there.
See what I did there? I'm gonna go here and take general store.
General store
General store. And I'm actually gonna use the general store
for $2,000.
for 2 grand. It does not give me any notoriety, so that's good. So 2 grand gets me 5 grand. So I basically net 3.
That's your change.
That's my change.
And here's your income.
That only gave me 1 extra. I get 5 grand, so I get 5 back.
Yeah. Then
That's
why
what I
did
was
you-
saying, like net 3. Like
Oh.
I didn't have to pay you anything. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, you confused me.
See,
with
I
it.
did some of your math. in my
Yeah.
head. Okay.
And I wasn't following. So that's
All
good.
right. So that is good, and then that way, hopefully,
Why
Sandra
did you gain
moves-
notoriety instead of lose notoriety?
Oh, I didn't even. That
But you
was
must
from
not
last
have
time.
adjusted it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't want to go down.
I didn't want to go. Yeah, just because I don't want to spend the money.
Really, for 1,000, you don't want to go down?
Don't talk me out of it.
Okay. It's my turn. So my turn is going to be to just go 1, 2. And I have to avoid the blue cop. How do I want to avoid him? I was at the art gallery. So maybe I'll just pay $2,000 and move him to an adjacent space. And I'll move him down here. Get out of my face. And I go boom, boom. Avoid him altogether. I don't want to deal with this guy. So I'm going to go work out for a little bit at the gym.
Okay.
And that's going to earn me some end game goodness. But I've just unlocked all 3 in a set.
Nice.
I visited 3 of the blue buildings. So I get either an action token or I can remove one of these guys and go down a notoriety. Ooh, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to take the action token. And I get a contact card. So I will take the bottom card, the medic, and trash him, so you can put him out. I'm not going to... no, I'm going to take him.
You want him?
No, leave him out. Get rid of him.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay.
I want him gone.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do as an executive action is pay $3,000 to activate my spy. And he's going to give me 1 notoriety for doing that.
Okay.
And what he's going to do is allow me to flip one of my other cards. I'm going to flip my fast car.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. So what is Sandra going to do?
So Sandra is going to do everything in her power to mess with us. But she's leaving your square, so that's actually kind of good that you stayed. So she's going to come to the gym.
Yes.
Sure.
You get a taste
So
of what
she's
it's
going to go
like.
up 2 notoriety for that move.
Yeah.
Because she's there with me. She's going to put one of her cubes down
No,
on...
she goes down in notoriety on her card.
No, plus.
Oh, plus, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
She's going to go visit the gym, and she's going to close it.
Yep. And she's burning the bribers. We just so happen to have 2 bribes at the bottom.
All right. What a jerk.
Yikes.
You're
Okay.
a jerk, Sandra. She really mucked that up a bit. That's okay. I think I'm all right for now.
Okay. There we go.
All right, so that ends that. So we're going to do some notoriety checks. So you are flat, right?
Yep.
I am going to go up 1.
Okay.
And Sandra is going to go up 2. So we're all tied. But she triggers cops. So we can move cops towards Sandra. This actually helps you out.
Yeah, this is like how I've been in my situation all game long.
So you're first. Yeah, you get to move the first one in.
Oh, ew. Yeah, this is actually really, really good for me. This is great. I'm gonna move this guy over to here.
All right, that's it. You're done.
Can I move it on the tile?
Yeah.
I can move it onto here?
Yeah, as long as there's no other blue cops on that tile, you can put them right on there.
Oh.
Go ahead, put them on there.
No, it's okay. I don't want to mess you up. I'll just
do it. No, you.
No,
that's
it's
not
okay.
messing me up.
What?
That's not messing me up.
But then you have to avoid... You can just avoid all cops.
I know.
anyway.
I'm not worried about the cops. You can do whatever you need.
That's all right. I'll just keep them there.
All right, and I'm going to move... Then I will move this blue guy onto my tile. So that is it for that.
Okay.
So we're done. We go on to the next phase. So afternoon. And you lead us up.
Okay. We have... Oh man, this is so crazy. Eek. All right, so I have nobody to avoid now. On
Yeah,
my
your
tile,
tile's
which
clear.
Is great. So I think I'm... Yes, okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2.
2. All right.
To the locked place. Because there's no way I'm going to end up getting this brown tile.
So you had to pay a key to get in there.
Yeah, so I'm going to pay and visit the
bar.
bar, which for me is endgame.
Endgame income. So you get a contact as well. But you got to burn one if you're not going to take them.
Yeah, I'll just burn one because I can't. Yeah, because we've got like gangs, rallies,
All sorts of things
all
happening.
sorts of cops. Yeah, because I don't really want my notoriety going up.
Not at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I potentially.
Because that's minus 50 points where we are at the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't even like want to be net that.
No,
I
have to do my best to try to get that down too.
Yeah, it's like not good. We'll burn the chopper.
Okay.
Oops, that comes down.
So I'm here. I'm going to stay on my tile, so I'm not going to have to avoid anybody. 1, 2, and I'm going to the grocer.
Nice.
And at the grocery store, I have a lot of options. So at the store, I can take a gasoline token. So I want some gas in my car so I can get out of town. I'm also going to buy 1 or 2 equipment cards, and I may use a key to open a locker. So I'm going to buy 1 equipment card for $3,000, I think. I don't know if I even want to buy any. I just don't have enough money that I want to be spending that kind of cash right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take a locker tile. So I can take a brown or a green, and so the way you determine your lockers is you need a certain limit. You have to meet a certain limit of notoriety plus contacts in order to open up a different color locker. So you need at least a 1 or more to open a green. You need a total of 5 or more to open a black, and 8 or more to open a brown. I've got 4 contacts and I'm at 4 notoriety. So I qualify for the 8 plus. So I get to open up or look at as many as I have contacts minus 1. So I get to look at 3, and there's only 3 left. So I will look at all 3 and choose 1. Put 2 back, and I will take 1 locker, and I will use my brown key to open that. So that's my secret stash.
Secret stash.
Secret stash, so I'm done.
Okay, so what's Sandra gonna do?
Sandra, what are you doing? She's going to the restaurant.
Oh. Yeah, right up here.
That is right here.
She's like done working out.
Yeah, she's got to go eat.
Go eat.
So she's going to go up in notoriety.
Okay.
She's going to burn 2 cards.
Okay.
And she's going to put a cube on the restaurant.
That's everything. That's all the cards. Okay.
All right, notoriety check. She goes, so it's you first. You're
Nothing.
flat, I'm flat. She goes up 1, so we get to move cops towards her.
Okie doke.
So you go first.
I go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just move this guy. Like over here.
All right. Yikes. Okay, so then I will move. This is terrible. I'll just move him 1 closer.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for that. It is now evening, and you start us up.
Oh darn it! I just thought of something.
You just thought of something?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
All right. So what am I gonna do? Oh, I just had like 2 thoughts at the same time.
Okay.
I just remembered. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm like thinking if it's worth doing what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm in a bit of a pickle myself.
Yeah. I can't even tell you about it. You know?
Oh, I know. You can't tell me anything.
It's like how much do you want to push it, you know? Okay. Money is so freaking tight. That's all I'm gonna
tell
say.
me about it.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Visit safe house 1.
Visit my safe house.
Okay.
I have to avoid those 2 cops.
All right.
And
A black and blue, right?
yes, don't do my move for me because you're gonna confuse me.
Oh, I'm just
I have to be very
asking questions.
I know I have to be like very cautious about how I'm doing this right now. Yeah, let's see. A black and a blue. Okay, I'm going to use my gang.
Okay. And that was here. You used them both, right? Actually,
I did, yeah.
Yep. So then these gangs are returned, and
Okay.
the token comes back.
This is gonna go to safe house 1 for end game for me. I'll take a green. Okay. And now I have the option to take the extra tile or get income again, plus remove an asset tile. And this is where I don't know what to do. I think... Oh, because this is our last turn.
This is it.
Crap. Yeah, so I have to get the let's take another turn tile.
Or you would not escape.
Or I would not escape.
And if you don't escape the city, your game's over.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even have a shot.
That's what I have to do.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. That's kind of... Yeah, it was like...
Did you want to buy a
6
fixer
of
tile?
one, half a dozen of the other.
And you weren't going to buy a fixer tile.
What?
You want to buy a fixer tile?
I don't know. I can look at them. This is like pay $3,000 and you can get $3,000.
Yeah.
I can't afford any more fixer tiles. Like, it's not gonna be worth it for me to try to replace something, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I do go down a notoriety 1.
Okay. It's time for me to get out of Dodge, though. So I'm 1, 2.
Okay.
Right? So I have to avoid, and then I'm going to go there. Then you get +1 move after you take the subway.
Yes, you do.
So I still have 2 moves. 3.
Wait, where were you?
I was here. 1, 2, and then you get +1 after you come out. You swap, and then you come out.
So you get 3. You have 1 more move.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go somewhere
to safe
else.
house.
I think. I might not. I might actually just go right to the grocery store. Or exit.
Decisions.
But I have money.
At the grocery store.
Well, because I do have 1. Like I could stop here and I could exit at the nighttime.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go to the safe. See, the problem is you're at the safe house, so it's not gonna benefit me.
You're gonna be net
0
even.
on notoriety.
But you'll get whatever you get for going to the safe house.
Which is just a key and a fixer tile.
And if you get income or end game.
Well, I could give myself another turn.
Yeah, you could.
What safe house is that? 1?
1, yeah.
Yeah, is it worth it? It kind of is.
And
Yeah.
that was exactly what I was doing last move.
It kind of
too,
is
'cause I'm
worth
like,
it. No, I get it. So it's income or end game, and it's end game for me. And I'm gonna take income's $1,000. Like, is it really worth $1,000 to me right now? Probably not. So
Yeah.
I'll take this. I'm net 0 because I went up 1 for you being there, down
Yeah.
1 for going to the safe house.
Right.
I could unlock another tile, but are these really helping me? So they
don't really help you unless, well, your last tile you can flip for free. So that would give you $10. So.
Yeah, but it's not really worth it at this point. I think I'm fine. I'm going to take the black key.
Okay.
From Safehouse 1. And I'm not going to buy a fixer tile, I don't think. So, but I came from here, so I need to avoid 2 sets of baddies. So for the first tile, I'm going to spend my gang.
Yep.
For the avoidance, and then I need to avoid these 2 for leaving this tile, which I'm going to spend $3,000 and flip my fast car.
Okay.
No, I'm going to spend $4,000 and flip this because I don't want to go up any more notoriety.
Okay.
He'll give me notoriety.
Right.
That'll push me over.
Yeah.
That, and I don't want that.
Exactly.
So I think I'm safe with that. So I didn't take any more wounds.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, so that was my turn. Now she's going to go. Watch her go to Safehouse 1.
I know.
Exit 1.
Oh no.
She is crazy. She's going to go down notoriety, and she's going to block the exit. That's fine. We're going in. We're not leaving it. Right?
We're leaving it. You have to avoid.
Yeah, so she's going to be... It's going to have to avoid 2, but it's 2 or 3 or 1. It's not just...
But she's going to bump our notoriety up when we go there.
Yeah, but we'll be out of the city by then.
Does she bump us up at the exits?
Temporarily. But we're out of here, so it's not going to matter.
Okay.
So drop the last 2.
Oh my god.
And she would burn one of the other exit tiles if it were... But it doesn't really matter, so... That's where she is. So now we're done with that. So notoriety, she's actually going to come down. I'm flat. You're actually down 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are good for that. And we
go into the
night. So we'll see if you want to go or not. What to do?
All right. Okay, so I have a couple of things that I need to do here in the evening. I like how this plays out too, where it's like you're escaping, like usually at night. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Right?
Yeah, that's ferry. That's ferry water. You can do that.
It is. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because of that guy. No cops to avoid there. Here at the exit, I have to do a couple of things. So I'm going to use my Band-Aid, my one-time use Band-Aid.
Yep.
To heal 1.
Okay.
I'm going to... Oh, yeah. I'm going to use... this guy. I'm going to spend and use this to flip it to heal another one for 2,000.
Oh, okay. For $2,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to... I think that's all I can do as far as healing goes. And then I'm going to use $1,000 to flip this key.
Okay.
And get a key. But I don't really get a key. Can I still flip it?
You just want the points?
I don't want the points.
I'll let you do it.
Is that cool?
Why not?
And now since I'm the first out, I don't have to...
You don't have to pay anything.
Pay anything, right?
In a 2-player game, the second person out has to pay $10,000 to get out. And if you can't pay that $10,000, you're not getting out.
Yeah. And then what I'll do is to get out, because I do have to avoid Sandra
and the cop.
This other wackadoodle.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had something that would bring down my notoriety. It stinks. I think I'll use my gangs for 1,000. Because that won't give me any notoriety.
That's right. So avoid them all.
Back. Wait a minute. I gave you a 5. Oh, yeah, 4.
So you avoided everybody.
And then I guess that's it. I can't really spend these unless I have to use them, right?
Right.
Okay. Because I would just pay them off. And that's it. My guy's out of Dodge.
So you got out.
He's out.
You took him out of there?
I did.
So now I've got to figure out how to get out.
I would have really liked to go to the supermarket, but that's okay.
I'd love to as well.
Well, you could. You have 2 chances.
I do, but I have to decide. I guess I could, right? Mm-hmm. I could go 1, 2, and I don't have to avoid anybody because I have to avoid the same people anyway. Mm-hmm. And it really depends, though. Oh man, because it's going to be a lot of money.
What?
I might want to just get out.
Why?
Here's the deal, because Sandra gets to go next. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's going to leave the tile.
No, but you have... Oh, you mean if you use 1 move now, she's going to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't have to avoid her.
But you'll just have to avoid 1.
I'm gonna gamble and do that.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, why not? This is a huge gamble for me. Uh-huh. So I'm going to go to the grocery store. And at the grocery store, I can buy things, but I can't really buy it because I have to spend 10 grand to get out.
Right. But you can use your keys.
I can get gas, which doesn't really do anything for me. But I can use my key. And I'm going to use my black key.
Nice.
Because I have 4...
Ooh, I hope this works out for you.
I hope so, too. So I'm going to use my black key because I only need 5 to do that. And I've got 4 plus 4 is 8. So I can look at as many contacts as I have, tiles. So I can look at them all and choose one.
That was fast.
It's very easy to decide how many I want. And that's where I'm going to end my turn. Okay. All right, so that's going to go to notoriety.
Mine went up.
Actually, no. She doesn't go.
Oh, she doesn't go at night.
Right.
You're right.
So
Does that change anything?
No. I'm just going to go now. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and then leave. I have to avoid 2 cops. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take 2 wounds, but I'm going to use my Band-Aid to heal 1. And that's it. And I go up 1 notoriety, right? For being on the space with her. So then I'm going to go up to that threshold. But I don't think that's really going to...
And I go up 1.
You go up 1 as well? Mm-hmm. Right. And she doesn't go. So that doesn't affect anything, just how many points we lose at the end of the game, right? Because that's going to cost me $80 because she hurt me. But it's also cost me 10 grand to get out. And I have exactly 10 grand. Well,
that's the toughest part.
I had 1 left.
Yeah.
So that is really it. We both got out.
Yeah.
She blocked the last exit, which is terrible.
That's like crazy, but it's like awesomely fun.
Yeah, that's really, but it hurt really bad.
Okay, I want to dig out my duffel bag of loot.
All right, yeah, so we got to do final scoring now. So we got out, so now we just have to add up all the things we've got. So we'll get the score pad and we'll come right back. All right, let's score it up, see how much loot we got out. Okay. At least we both got out.
We did, that's good.
Cool.
That's half the battle.
All right, so based on our escape plan and what we were able to accomplish, we're going to now do some scoring. So we'll score my safe houses first.
Okay.
So let's start with... And I can get my phone and do some calculator stuff.
Yes, please do.
Right, because we're going to need to do some addition here. All right, so we've got all my safe houses. So how many did I visit? All 3?
Yes.
All right, so I don't think I need a calculator for this. 150.
150?
Yeah, so I got 150 grand out of my safe houses. We'll add them up at the end.
Right.
All right, and how many did you get?
80 and 70.
You visited all 3 as well, right?
Yeah.
And what's next?
Buildings group 1.
So we'll
go
go
your
with
purple
the pink,
buildings.
the purple one.
Yeah.
So I visited just 1, the casino, right? Was the bar was income. So that's 90,000 for the bar.
90,000 for the bar?
Yep.
And I visited the bar and the casino?
The restaurant.
Wait. No, I'm the orange. I only visited the bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I always get confused with
Did
that.
I add that right? So you did the bar and the casino.
That's right.
And you added that properly?
I only did 1. Just the bar. Well, the casino's income, so it doesn't count as endgame.
I did go to the bar. I remember I used my thing. 100 grand.
Yeah,
that
that's
bar.
right.
Okay. Buildings group 2.
All right.
So you visited all of them.
I did. So then I get 150,000.
Okay.
for the gym and the art gallery.
And I did...
You get 2 incomes. Yeah, both your incomes.
The disco
Not your
and
incomes,
the other
your
thing?
yeah, your in game, both your in game. Disco and the art gallery.
And that's 90 and 60, so it's another 150.
Yep.
Okay.
What's next?
Notoriety tiles. So that's these guys. You flipped 20, right?
Oh, no, cash first.
Oh, cash. Yeah, it's gray.
I have 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
1?
Yep.
And I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
I was saving that 10 because I didn't know if you were going to go. You have to be prepared right after your last move.
You've got to have the money.
All right, notoriety tiles.
20. So the ones you flipped are worth 10 each.
And I have...
Well, they're asset tiles.
They call it notoriety tiles.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, contact cards.
So
you get points up to how many you have.
So I have 60.
And I have
You have
100.
Yeah, you filled them all.
Okay. Dollar bags.
Oh, so that'll be the lockers or exit tiles.
Yeah. What'd you get? Did you get the 100? Oh, 200?
Yeah,
Holy
210,000.
210?
110 from that brown locker.
Yikes.
100 from the black
that
locker.
That was so worth it for you.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay. I only have 70. Okay. Notoriety level.
Oh yeah, so I'm minus 80. That's what cost me. And you're minus 50.
Wait, we didn't adjust our notoriety.
We did. I pushed them up.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay. Minus 50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wounds.
I have minus 40.
And I have minus 20. It's going to be close.
Yep.
All right.
That's it? Ready for totals? Yep. All right, so I get the calculator out.
Okay.
So give it up there. So I've got 150 plus 90 plus 150 plus 1 plus 20 plus 60
plus 210
plus 210. All right, that's 681 minus 80 minus 40. I finished with $561,000.
You did really good.
Over $500,000 I got out of the city with.
Nice.
All right, and you are 150 plus 100
150
plus 150. That's a lot.
9
30
100
170.
70.
So you've got 609
minus
70. 539.
Oh, it was so close. What?
Wow, so we're talking about $22,000.
That was really, really close.
That's crazy.
Super close.
All right, awesome. Let's go talk about it.
All right.
There you have it. Escape plans executed.
Yes, and we both got out.
So we got out with over $1 million in stolen, laundered money.
In cash and prizes.
Yeah, we did. This is probably the best finish we've had as far as money goes.
Yeah. I mean, we usually like the 400s or so.
4 to 5, yeah. This one was definitely...
Well, I know I tried a little bit of a different strategy this time. Because I usually go pretty hard on the lockers.
Yeah.
Like, that's one way that you can kind of go. And it doesn't always serve me the best. I usually get caught up because I run out of space.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want to fix your tile or something like that, you get kind of stuck.
Yeah, you managed the space well.
But I did. I managed it well this time.
All right. So let's.
So let's get into it. So let's talk about this from a replayability standpoint.
God, this gameplay is so different.
It does
every time.
Again, because there's so many different strategies that you can use to win. I guess win. Yeah. Really, it's more like to play because you don't know how it's gonna go.
You don't. I mean, the bottom line is you can always get out.
Yes.
But it's how well can you get out and how efficient can you be in hitting all of the locations before getting out, right? Like at the end, just being able to swoop around and scoop up the last bits of your bag of money, right? Like, can you do it in enough time? Mm-hmm. Worrying about who's getting out first. Right. Do you need to keep an extra 10 grand in your pocket?
Well, that's the thing is like you have to sit there, like even right up until the end of the game, you're sitting there like, do I need to have this 10 grand? Because that's a lot of money
in this game
to have in your like bag at one time. Yeah. So to have that just sitting there, I'm like, okay, you could spend it, and like it's like very kind of push your luck a little bit.
Of course.
It's like, do I spend it and try to make some extra moves happen and assume I'm going to be the first one out, or you have 2 tiles sitting there, but if you see me really exterminating my resources, and it's part of the reason why you have these shields so you can't see what other players have in their bags.
Right, because then you could just be like, you know what, I'm going to get out first because I know you can't.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get out, you lose. Like, you don't even get a score.
No.
So you have to get out.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, that's what brings the tension. Because if it wasn't for that, the tension wouldn't be there.
Right.
To know that you have to have that money to get out. Otherwise, your whole game is lost.
Right.
Which sounds kind of harsh, but at the end of the day,
it's about greed, though.
You need that, in order to.
And you can get out. Like, if you're not super stingy, you can get out. You're probably not going to win.
Right.
But that's the push. Yeah. So it's like kind of neat.
Which is the last day. Everything happens at the last day. Like, you have to tidy up because you don't realize how little time you have on the last day to get yourself in a position to get out, right? And to be able to avoid the cops on the way out without taking too many wounds. So,
right.
No, really cool.
Yeah, so replayability, just from a strategy standpoint, is crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Your little dossiers are going to change every game. Yep. So you're always going to be visiting the same places, but the value of those locations and also whether you're collecting income or it's like an end game, you have stashes there, is going to vary.
And whether it's even worth visiting.
Exactly, yeah. Right? There's places I didn't visit.
I was right next to the restaurant, but that was... And it was worth about $60,000 in stash, but it wasn't as lucrative as getting a locker for me. And it's about what's the more valuable move, right? Yeah. So I just kind of avoided it because I didn't want to waste another avoid the cops thing that I had. Because you have a lot of tools to get away from the cops, but they're expensive.
Well, yeah, and that's why, like, at the end of the game, I was trying to, like, I could use my contacts. But then they bump your notoriety up, which you pay more money at the end of the game. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could have used my fast car to get out at the end, but it's $3,000, and I didn't have $3,000. I had to pay 10 to get out, so that's what it cost me. Like, and it cost me, notoriety, a whole bunch of, and it would have cost me notoriety too. So that would have cost me even more. So it's even more expensive to do these crazy things because you want to kind of slip out at the end.
And all of that is different every game.
Every game it changes.
The tiles are going to come out differently, obviously, every game.
Yep.
I don't even think you could try to put this thing together the same way.
No, it's crazy. So, replayability is off the charts here.
Crazy.
So good.
I would say even even the contact cards that you get, like you saw us pull out multiple like gangs, like this gang, for example, that we didn't pull, doesn't give you any notoriety.
Right.
So they're $3,000, so they're a little bit more expensive.
Right.
But you don't get any notoriety. You're looking more stealthy.
They're more quiet about taking care of things.
Yeah. So you see like multiple copies of the cards, but they're all the same abilities. So just tons and tons and tons of replayability.
Oh yeah.
Weight and audience. Who's this for?
Whew. All right. So this is. I mean, it's definitely a Euro, right? I mean.
Yeah.
It's. But I think it opens up the whole.
It's different though.
It opens up the whole palette of Euro to a completely different audience.
Yeah,
not a different audience, but like a wider audience, I think. Because the theme is not your old European historical rebuilding a city type theme or running a vineyard type theme, where to us that's great. Right. But to other people it's an instant turnoff when they're just like, you know what, I'm just not into that theme. But a theme where you're getting money to get out and you're kind of playing an Ocean's 11 game where you're just running around. I mean, that's all, like that just opens up the doors to so many more people, I think.
But you're doing a lot of the same kind of things. So you're still limited
mechanically, yes.
Like where you can move. You're still working. It's kind of like everything on the outside of the game is very Euro-y. Like it feels very like Euro-y. You have your like tracks and you've got your different actions, your executive actions you can take. So you can kind of introduce people to those concepts that way. But like the center of the game, it's like wrapped in this package that's like, but move around the board like you're probably used to in most board games that you play. You know exactly. What I mean? So you're still managing a tableau and everything. And it's definitely, I think, and I had mentioned this as we like turned the camera off before we, sat back down, is that it feels very Euro-y at the end. Yeah. Because like, especially any of Vidal's games, you get to the end of the game and you're like, there's so many things I want to do that I can't do. And I wish I could just like take that one extra move and I feel like I could win or whatever. But this mixes it with like that, okay, go ahead and take the move. But you may not even be able to score.
Yeah, but you could lose the game. It's huge. It definitely, cool. It opens it up. So it's awesome.
Yeah. So you mentioned theme. So talk a little bit about the theme and how it ties in.
How the theme ties in.
Did you feel like a criminal?
You do. You feel like you're, I mean, not like a street thug. You feel like sort of a high class, bank robber, heister who kind of was smart with what they stole. Yeah. and in order to build the money and sort of hide it. But now you're in a panic because they're after you, and that whole setup at the beginning definitely ties right into the theme and the way the game plays, and it all just feels like you're kind of manipulating the board.
But you're like well connected.
Yeah. Hey, you're grabbing like gangs to help you. You're grabbing contacts to help you, and if you're noticed, your notoriety goes up, and that kind of hurts you because it's bringing the cops your way. So all of it ties in, and it's such a nice balance of risk reward.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd say even like the moving the cops in a different direction. It's almost like the other players are maybe like tipping off cops or other people to like try and draw attention to you and not to their heist situation. So
no, it's really
part's
cool.
Really neat too.
Yeah, totally.
I had a ton of fun with this.
Yeah, this game is, I can't say enough about how enjoyable this game is, really.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, it's not your typical like Lisboa, which we love, and like your classic like Euro. I was kind of like, okay, like it's a little different, so I thought maybe it would be like light, and that's why everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be like a lighter,
Yeah, I didn't feel that at all here.
Really didn't get that. It's different, I think, in a couple ways.
Right, but
I wouldn't say necessarily that it's like
it's
lighter.
not as heavy, and I think theme kind of contributes to that.
Oh, absolutely.
In a certain way, right? So I think this, like we said before, this opens it up. So it doesn't feel as heavy as it is, but there are definitely, tableau management and card management and very limited actions to manipulate the board.
Lots of decisions.
Yeah, and you're generating end game points, but it's not in the act of building a building or creating a piece of a city, to score end game.
And it's not visible like with a lot of those, with a lot of other like Euros. You kind of know where other players are. You're either tracking points along a victory point track, or you can visibly see what other people's tableaus look like, how much resources they have and money and all that kind of thing. Where there's a lot of hidden elements in this game that keep it very hidden from you as a player, like what's happening. So I definitely wouldn't say, at least from an expectation standpoint, I'm speaking, it's definitely not as light as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
And for me, that was very pleasant. Like I was very, very pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I was expecting it would be like less enjoyable per se, but we tend to like a lot of Lacerda's heavier games. So I was kind of like intrigued, but didn't quite know what to expect.
Yeah, I wasn't like, ooh, I need to see what this is about initially when I heard about it, because it was so off the beaten path of what we expect from a Lacerda game, from a theme perspective.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, what could this is this sort of like just a lighter escape,
right,
the situation where it's like so different, just like sometimes completely off the normal design, and just here's a completely new design I'm trying out, and it's a different theme, lighter. So I wasn't like immediately drawn to it.
Yeah.
But the more I read about it and the more I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is really right up our alley. Yeah. And it totally crushed my expectations.
Yeah. I mean, I think I had high hopes for it just because we trust in Vidal as a designer.
Of course,
we had acquired his dragon game for kids. Like it's like a
much later card game. Yeah,
I think he designed with his daughter or something. Yeah. And even that was like, okay, this is a kids game, but man, like you could tell it was.
Yeah, it was a lot
had
of meat.
His signature all over it.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that level. I just didn't know how it would play out. And I was really, really surprised.
Yeah, we were
pleasantly like blown away by how this went. So
agreed.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Yeah.
So that was a lot of pros.
Yeah, a lot of pros.
This is all prototype again, so we can't really talk like components and stuff too much.
But I can tell you what, as a prototype, this is a complete game.
It is, yeah. Like I forgot that we were playing a prototype.
Yeah, but I mean, just looking at, and we've got the file with the final manual. What should be the final manual. So it's got pictures of the actual components for the game, what they're going to look like, and they just look awesome. Like, so good. The meeples look great. Like,
the meeples
everything.
have like little shields.
Yeah, and I think that will just totally tighten up the theme even more. Because that would be your one con, right? Because it's worker meeples on a board. and with cubes, right? So it's like, does that really kind of feel themish? You maybe lose a little bit in that, and like any Euro, right? You're just pushing cubes.
Yeah.
But I think those will just take it up an entire
level,
different level, and that's all great. Because I mean, from a con perspective, I can't think of it. Like there's not one thing about this game that I don't like.
Yeah, and I would say like usually I would put like for cons for like a typical Lacerda game, I would just say like accessibility,
right?
Because not like you said, not everybody's going to want to come out and play a 2-hour long, 3-hour long like epic game of Lisboa or Vinhos or something.
Yeah,
but
and we know people like that.
And we do. We do. But I think that this actually hits that. It fills that void because it is accessible.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot less time, on the board, and the whole thing is just it's still very concise. And fun
and competitive.
Yeah.
But it's not an in-your-face competitive.
Right.
Which is great because you don't know how your other player's doing.
Yeah.
And everybody else could be, they're moving cops to you, but it doesn't really hurt you in some cases. Some cases it may.
Right.
But not always. You have mitigants. So it's not that bad. And that makes it really, really good. All right.
Cool. Anything else you want to say?
No. That's pretty much it. So again, this is a prototype, and the Kickstarter is over. We're well past that date. So if you've backed this, great call.
Yes.
If not, definitely look to scoop it up as soon as this thing hits retail.
Yeah.
So, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Bye.